Okay, I'm all in.
I call.
Let's go.
Woo! Come on, baby. Let's go. Whatever happens, he's cooler. Whatever happens, he's cooler.
Imagine you're at the World Series of Poker. You're playing for millions of dollars. The cameras are on, the pressure is mounting, and you're one card away from glory. Now, imagine someone across from you is narrating your every move, asking you about your life story, and shouting 9 high like a boss while you're trying to think. Welcome to the chaotic world of professional poker crash outs. Today, we're looking at the players who didn't just lose their chips, they lost their absolute minds. And at the center of it all, the man, the myth, the motor mouth, Will Kassouf. Part 1, Will Kassouf and the Art of Speech Play.
Yes, it is. Ask anyone else here, your word against theirs.
You wanna go?
Will Kassouf is a former lawyer from the UK who decided that instead of using the law to help people, he'd use it to drive them into a psychological breakdown.
On the flop.
Almost 28 million in the pot.
King one time.
If it comes, it comes.
King.
It's okay.
No king.
He calls it speech play. Most players call it the reason I need a drink. In 2016, Kassouf became the biggest villain in poker during a hand against Griffin Benger.
Stands isolated at the crux of his main event.
Three, baby.
Turn card does nothing for Will.
Kassouf spent 10 minutes, yes, you heard that right, talking Benger's ear off. He kept asking, "You've got it? Have I got you covered?" And "I've got to go all in or fold."
You doing the same? Or are you gonna wait for the next page? I'm for 15. 90K is 90K, right? That's the main event for the next 9 years.
Benger eventually cracked, calling it verbal abuse and telling Kassouf to check your privilege. Host. The irony? Kassouf actually had a monster hand, pocket kings, but Benger had the literal best hand possible, pocket aces. When the board didn't help, the crowd literally started chanting USA, while Kassouf stood there, still talking as he headed to the rail.
Okay, I'm all in.
I call.
Let's go.
Woo! Come on, baby. Let's go. Whatever happens, he's cooler. Whatever happens, he's cooler.
Part 2, the roulette scandal and the final 2025 ban.
What's the rule? Why is that? Well, that would take you where you baby.
Think a deep run like that would be the peak of the drama, but for Will, it was just the appetizer. In 2018, things took a weird turn at a roulette table in Leeds. Rumor had it, later confirmed by fellow pro Sean Deeb, that Kassouf was caught palming 100-pound chips from a friend's stack after a big win. This got him banned from all Grosvenor properties and dropped by his sponsors. But the true grand finale happened just recently at the 2025 WSOP main event. Will was back, but the tournament directors were not playing. By day 6, they put him on a permanent 10-second shot clock for every decision. Think about that.
You're so annoying.
This is a joke. We don't know. It's like a circus in a zoo. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, they're saying, Will, why don't you get to call the clock? Because I'm not a little bitch like the rest of you. Do you know what I mean? Excuse my French. All right? That's what I mean.
Most players get a few minutes. Will got less time than it takes to order a pizza. On day 7, the wheels fell off. After arguing with staff and clashing with players like Pedro Padilla, Kassouf was finally knocked out in 33rd place by Kenny Haller.
Queen on the river. Queen. Disgusting. No, it's a 7 or a queen. What do you want? 7 or a queen? Dealer's choice. 7 or...
But the WSOP wasn't done. They informed him right there at the table that he was banned for the rest of the series. He was escorted to the payout desk by security and 2 Las Vegas police officers, while still giving a post-bust interview to anyone with a microphone. Part 3, Phil Hellmuth, the OG poker brat.
It's hard to believe that you always have a hand against me.
If Kassouf is the king of speech, Phil Hellmuth is the emperor of the meltdown. Phil has 17 WSOP bracelets.
Anything, but
I'm not gonna look.
that's between you and Phil. Did you look at your cards at all? I mean, it's...
Look, the people at home, no, I haven't looked. Joe's looked at my
if you
hand.
haven't looked, it's kind of an easy decision for me.
But he also has the temperament of a toddler who was told he can't have dessert. The legendary idiot rant of 2008 is a certified hood classic. After Dragomir bluffed him with a 10-4 suited, Phil exploded, screaming, "This is the main event and you are the worst player in history."
It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
No.
He actually got a 1-round penalty for it, but the WSOP commissioner later overturned it, showing that star treatment is very real in Vegas.
Right? You can play good.
Without looking too?
I'm not looking. I haven't looked. I don't care. I know it's a random hand, and I got a random hand.
He's saying you didn't look.
Yeah, you wouldn't lie, Tony, would you?
I wouldn't lie. You can check my hand if you want. You can tell him the truth.
You didn't look at either card.
I haven't looked.
You promise?
And then there's his rivalry with Tony G. Tony G is basically a professional Helmuth troller. During one game, Tony G lied about not looking at his cards, tricked Phil into going all in, and then told him to get a tandem bike and get the hell out of here.
A random hand, and I got a random hand.
He's saying you didn't look.
Yeah, you wouldn't lie, Tony, would you?
I wouldn't lie. You can check my hand if you want. You can tell him the truth.
You didn't look at either card.
I haven't looked.
You promise?
Ask Joe. I mean, I haven't
I
looked.
can't say anything, but
I'm not gonna look.
that's between you and Phil.
Phil's reaction was just pure, silent, steam coming out of ears rage. Part 4, the emotional blowups. Mike Matuso.
Showing his emotions.
This game is brutal for people, man. He's gonna tell that bad.
While Phil gets angry, Mike the Mouth Matuso gets existential. Mike doesn't just lose, he undergoes a full-blown spiritual crisis on national television.
Out to the outer tables and find Mike the Mouth Matusow going heads up against Derek Tomko, Dewey Tomko's son, who was just knocked off our featured table. Tomko was
Back in 2004, Mike was a 3-1 favorite to double up when the river card hit and knocked him out.
Damn. How does that happen to somebody? Oh well. I ain't playing a nickel and dime, I'm playing to win. I'm happy.
But he didn't just walk away. He collapsed into a chair, screaming, "No, no, no," and actually started crying.
This game is brutal for people, man. He's gonna tell that bad, and before
He even had a friend give him a shoulder massage while he blubbered like a small, lost child.
push him all in with his ace-king.
So the master of the short stack is going to put his tournament life at risk right now.
Action to Raymer now.
The Matuso blow-up became such a staple of poker TV that it was basically its own genre of entertainment. Part 5, Justin Schwartz, the no handshake exit.
Matthew Guan folds 4s. Schwartz. A couple of 3s. He limps.
Some of us like milking our coffee.
Last but definitely not least, we have Justin Stealth Monk Schwartz. Justin was a technical wizard, but had the social skills of a cactus.
Hit 6s. And he is just going to call.
And this is as bad as it gets for Justin Schwartz. He gets his dream flop, and it's a nightmare.
In the 2015 main event, he made a deep run to 14th place. When he finally busted in a massive cooler, set over set, he didn't do the usual good game guys routine. He refused to shake anyone's hand.
I don't do handshakes, people.
I don't do handshakes, people. The Justin Schwartz anthem. Well,
Told the winner, Joe McKeehan, he was the most disgusting human being in the world and stormed off.
he gets his dream flop, and it's a nightmare.
Justin's poker career eventually ended when he was banned for life from Caesars Properties.
You're the most disgusting human being in the world.
2 threes?
Of course.
Wow.
Pick one.
After security found a bong in his hotel room, he's since become a cautionary tale of how quickly a high-stakes life can fall apart. Part 6, Honorable Mentions, the I'll Take Your Head Off Award.
You're acting like an idiot.
I don't trust you, sir.
No retrospective on poker's most explosive meltdowns would be complete without revisiting the legendary Anti-Gate of 2006.
Are you gonna stop?
This wasn't just a simple disagreement.
If he decides to slow down, he will check to the river.
River card with Prahlad drawing dead as a jack of clubs. Friedman first to act.
It was a masterclass in psychological warfare, or perhaps just a masterclass in being incredibly annoying.
Yeah, this hand should be instantly mucked. But he's got his eye on Lissandro.
The drama unfolded when Prahlad Friedman accused the seasoned high-stakes veteran Jeff Lissandro of missing a 5,000 chip ante, not once.
He's going to bet 200,000 chips to Lissandro.
I want you to look at this line. I mean, Prahlad just let out for the first time, and he'd have to play the board. All the cards on the board are higher.
But by Friedman's count, roughly 50 times in a row, as the accusations looped like a broken record.
And on the turn gives Lissandro the check mark. He can only lose the hand by folding. Friedman checks.
Lissandro's legendary patience finally evaporated. In a moment of pure, unadulterated televised gold, he stood up and delivered the iconic line, "I'll take your head off, buddy."
I'll take your head off, buddy.
The irony, the floor staff eventually checked the tapes. It turned out Lissandro had paid every single ante. Friedman was simply seeing ghosts.
And Lissandro decides to slow down. He will check to the river.
River card with Prahlad drawing dead as
It was a classic case of a player being a Kassouf before William Kassouf even made it a thing, proving that in poker, sometimes the biggest bluff is the one you tell yourself. Host. Poker is a game of skill, but when you add millions of dollars and a few massive egos into the mix, it becomes the world's most expensive reality show. Whether it's Will Kassouf talking his way into a police escort or Phil Hellmuth calling everyone an idiot, we wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments who had the most embarrassing poker meltdown of all time. And remember, 9 high like a boss. See you next time.